know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay and they blew the sigh of relief on that sideline. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Marvin Harrison, 55 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Eagles 0. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Taken down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
They set up the screen to Bo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Isaiah Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. They'll only get a couple.
Responsible without you money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without you money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You're the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, a cheater, run up and I'm there in the scene. Not this, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a mail. You ain't even eat while I'm. Feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this lose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. The block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. Shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what?
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that. Pan the camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a beach.
irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, a cheetah, run up, man, I'm there in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. Ezel on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around.
Slide to kick off for Carolina.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Just get the play off. Now Vic being chased out left. And his first look is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Vic. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Vic. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone. The pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Vic. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Pick up at 6.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play.
The 43-yard
But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mahomes firing complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Andre Johnson, 32 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Team 7. Visitors, nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Vick, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Vic to the air again. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vic. And this is caught at the end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the first carry for Bush. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
To kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
So that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's caught by Jackson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Let's get that swaggy, y'all. Let's get that swaggy.
He will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Got a man. It's Harrison, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mahomes pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line. I think we're just going to see a knee, and that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
2nd down.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. He played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history, and I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players you'll ever see.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
The 43-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Visitors 21. Panthers.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
First down, Vic. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East frontrunners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta, and he'll probably carry them the rest of the way.
Yeah, 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks of the regular season.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
1-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
2nd down and 4.
They'll throw again. Here's Vic. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. It's Bush. And
this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Jamal Adams there.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 20-yard line.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, it's Bush. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On second down now, it's Bush. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. That good for 19 and a first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding.
Some extra mass. They'll try and run forward. No. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Panthers' 2-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for him, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 22-yard line.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me.
Set to kick off.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And get this to his tight end, it's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Short throw to Smith.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Reggie Wayne, 59 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
For Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll start here with Jackson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Number 34.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
This one complete downfield on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Trying to get it
it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Go get nothing! And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers!
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship.
Set to kick off.
It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw to Smith. And some room to roam now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 36 yards.
That one goes for 36 yards.
First down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
It's
quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try the left side. Jackson
Jackson
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
17-yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here's Vic following the interception. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's just me and you. It's just me. It's just me and you. Check 48.
Vic now from the 50. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Reggie Wayne, 68 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or 2. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jeremy Chin.
Taken down.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Got some room at the 30. Get closer for 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Picking up 2.
Vick will look to throw on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, Charles, a little bit ago we talked about the 3-0 teams. How about we flip the script to look at the 0-3 teams? There are 6 of them. The Jets, Texans, Broncos, the Giants, the Vikings, and the Falcons. And then 2 others, by the way, Bengals and Eagles, winless at 0-2-1 after their tie. But I'm curious, any of those, do you think that they still have a chance of playing football in January?
Well, the short answer and the easy answer should be no, right? With this kind of a start, they should be pretty well dead and buried. But I'm going to focus in on...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Vick being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 49 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Panthers.
first down. Mahomes. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
To Brandon Cooks. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Vick steps away to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up
now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burned the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The kickoff for Carolina.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 2.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for New England. 56 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Lawrence.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Mahomes. That's caught by Jackson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Mahomes, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete.
I ball like 23. Won't fall again and I put that take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the in blood across the way.